Hi and welcome to ChinnyVision. This time we're looking at Airwolf. Saturday afternoons in the 1980s, you couldn't really escape Airwolf, the super crime fighting and fighting everything helicopter series, the aircraft flown by the amazingly named Stringfellow Hawke. But Elite acquired the license to make a computer game of this series because it would be a surefire seller. Going to start off on the BBC Micro. Slightly distorted text here on the loading screen as I've got a BBC Master, and that sometimes happens with BBC B games loaded into the Master, as we saw with Uridium the other week. Airwolf demands fast, logical thinking as you race through the caverns to rescue the kidnapped scientists. And there is joystick control, thankfully, which is a blessing for BBC Micro games. You don't always have it. Not quite sure what Nudge A&S does. You're provided with 4 shields, which are depleted as you hit walls, etc. So here we go. So here on the BBC Micro, you've got basic sound effects. We're trapped in this cavern here, and there's a big arrow pointing to that thing over there, which we're going to have to shoot. The controls, I'm struggling here, as you can see. The aircraft sinks the entire time, so you have to keep on pressing the up key to keep it upright. We don't know, the game talks about the shields, but actually I can't see anything on the screen that indicates how many shields I have. So I think I've managed to disable that barrier over there. So I'm just trying to edge my way through. This is really, really fiddly. Incredibly fiddly. So what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to go through there? Can I see ahead of myself? Oh, really weird scrolling there. Oh, no, a falling thing has killed me. So what happened to that 4 shield thing? So I'm back here again. I've got to do all this again? Yep, I think I'm going to do it all again. This is fiddly as anything. How many times do I need to shoot that? Any indication what I've done has had any effect? No, yep, sound effect. Right, so I'll get through here without that thing dropping on me. So there we go. Can I get through there? Oh! So this shield thing, what's this about? So I'm going to keep on trying here. Keep on trying to get down. This is incredibly frustrating. I've sped it up just to show you how frustrating this game is. Right, okay, so I'm a bit more practice at this now. I've got to go down here. I've got to follow these arrows. Go through here. Right, wall to shoot there. This thing's attracted to me. It's coming towards me. How many shields do I have left? I don't know. Shoot my way through there. Oh, I'm dead. This is just appalling. It is just absolute rubbish. So we go over to the ever-reliable Commodore 64 to see what a more mainstream computer can do. Nice rendition of the Airwolf theme tune here. Same layout as the BBC Micro version, as I can see, but actually much more control on the helicopter there. Much easier to control. Still fiddly, but not... Oh, same problem. Same problem. I've got 6 of those shields there. Are they my lives or they're shields? So I've lost 2 already just by being in this room. So I've got to go through here. Can I get through here and get through without being that ball thing dropping on me? No. Oh, this... Words fail me. I just can't... This is incredibly frustrating. It's Airwolf. Airwolf is a brilliant TV series. Great fun. Why is Airwolf flying around in a cave? You know, helicopters generally aren't found in caves because it's not very safe. So why is Airwolf in a cave? And why aren't we just having something like Silkworm? Why couldn't this game be something more like that? So at least I got a bit further than on the BBC version. I've got 1 shield left. Oh. Ow! Just rubbish. Just rubbish. What are they thinking? Right, okay, over to the Amstrad. This version was still programmed by Elite, but it was released by Amsoft, so I guess we know where this is going. No music. There's an Airwolf Elite. This is the menu screen, nothing else. Just Airwolf Elite. It's joystick only, which would be annoying if you don't have a joystick on your Amstrad. So we've got a theme tune playing in the background here. Colours have gone off. They should be. Those walls should be orange. I don't know why they've gone green. Completely different game. You're still in the caves, but completely different layout to the Commodore 64 and BBC versions. This is even more fiddly. Oh, I'm dead. This is even more fiddly than the BBC version. It's just the aircraft sinks incredibly quickly. As much as touch the walls and you lose one of those 6 shields, touch the wall for too long and you lose all 6 at once. And these pixel walls, you spent ages trying to get the last bit. I'm supposed to go in here. I'm dead again. What was anybody thinking? I'm just going to ignore that bit and go down here. Appalling scrolling down there, as you can see. And I've got 2 of these pixel walls to shoot. Which is... you just spend your time trying to line up to hit the thing. And the theme tune gets on your nerves, well, I'll say pretty quickly, within about 20 seconds. First of all, you think, oh, neat, the Airwolf theme tune. And then you just get... I just touched the wall then. It's all 6 in one go. Right, I'm playing with a cheat now, which should make my aircraft less sensitive to hitting the walls, and also stops it sinking down the entire time. So let's see if this game is more enjoyable with a more controllable aircraft and slightly less sensitive collision detection. So it's going well. I'm just shooting my way through this wall here. Still frustrating. I've got to hit all these different pixels, and even though the aircraft isn't sinking by itself, it's still difficult to hit them. Right, can I go through there? I'm through there. Right. Dodgy scrolling again. Right, I'm down here to see this mess of a screen. Can I shoot that? If I can't shoot the baddies, what's the point of my aircraft being able to shoot? I mean, really? I wouldn't have got past him without that cheat because I'd be dead by now. And this thing's homed in on me and I can't move. So instead of dying in a second, I've died in 6 seconds with the cheat, but I'm still dead. This is trash. This is absolutely appalling rubbish. It's a different game to the BBC and C64 versions in terms of the level layout and what you're doing. I think you're supposed to be defusing bombs in this one, but it's every bit as rubbish. And here's a little fact for you. I got this on the Encore budget label in the late 80s. Played it for about 15 minutes. Decided it was so rubbish, I took it back to the shop and told them the tape wouldn't load, so I got another game. My opinion of this game hasn't changed since the late 80s. It's absolute rubbish. Having a look at the Spectrum version now, and the first thing that strikes you is it's a slightly different game again. And you remember I mentioned Fort Apocalypse later? Well, this version really is trying to be Fort Apocalypse. You've got the sliding barriers, you're actually going from the surface down into the caves. It's a bit more playable than the other version, a little bit better. It's still... a lot of this game, though, is a test of memory. But things seem to happen in this game, like things start shooting at you, and you've got no chance to get out the way quite often, so you've got to remember it and play the game again. Remember next time, and not be hit. The graphics are okay for a 48K Spectrum game, nothing particularly special, but nothing bad either. Basic beeper sound effects as you'd expect. The thing is, I'm comparing this to the utterly rubbish BBC, C64 and Amstrad versions, that I can actually say, well, Airwolf on the Spectrum is okay, but it's no more than that. It's just a shame, actually, that the Spectrum version didn't end up being on the other formats, because perhaps those systems might have had an okay game as well. As it stands, on the BBC C64 and Amstrad, Airwolf is absolute rubbish. On the Spectrum, it's just about passable.